Hi guys. Uh, I thought I would kind of do a weekend review of the Sterling Margaritas in the Arctic. I think I'm probably going to do this with each of these scents. I'm going to, in the series, I'll do an initial shave review and shave with it for 4 or 5 days. And then at the end of that time, I'll take a break from it and shave with something lightly scented or neutral like Mitchell's Wool Fat for a day or two until I make the next review for the next scent in line. In between that, at the end of that 5 day experience, I'll kind of give my impressions of how the soap did for me through the week and what I discovered about it, if anything, things like that. So, the first thing that I want to say is that the sample sizes, I know you keep hearing this, but it's absolutely true. I've shaved with this soap for 5 days. It's starting to get a small hole in the center of my puck. I expect that I've got 5 or 6 more days worth of shaves left in that sample puck at least. So you're talking 10, 11 days, almost 2 weeks worth of shaves out of a sample puck. I don't know, and granted, I don't, do a lot of samples, but just from reading on the forums and looking online at different sites and stuff that sell soaps and samples, I don't know of another company that gives samples in this size, this quality of size, and that's a plus because you get quite a long time to evaluate the soap. So one of the biggest thing about this soap that I love, and there's so many things about this soap that I love, but the biggest thing about this soap that I love is the slickness factor of this soap. It's incredibly slick. I've never shaved with any soap or cream. I don't care what I could name, any of them that I have shaved with. I've never shaved with any soap or cream that's been as slick as this soap has been. That is to me one of the most important factors to a soap. Now, all the other stuff I want to be good too, but I can be forgiving of a lot of things if the soap is slick. And there's nothing to forgive with the Sterling soaps. Everything is wonderful. All the other characteristics are great, but the slickness of this soap is incredible. And that's first out of the gate, just slick as snot. And so there's that. But then during the week, I threw every kind of conceivable variation that I could think of in attempting to lather and realize I'm talking about bowl lathering because I don't face lather. I lather in a bowl. That's what I prefer. Everybody has their own deal. I like the bowl. So, but anyway, when I started out the video, uh, I thought I got too much water in it, but it turned out great. You guys saw that. And the next time I shaved with it, I thought, well, let me start with a dry brush and see, whether there's any difference and whether I can get, a different type of lather or a better lather or a worse lather or whatever with a dry brush. Now, uh, the dry brush took longer. And I fed it water a little at a time, but at the end of that, experience, man, I got nice, fat, thick gobs of lather, uh, plenty slick, just out of this world slick and thick and cushiony and yogurty and not a problem. The next time I tried just regular my regular way, which is just to soak my brush and shake it a couple of times, 2, 3 times, and go at the puck that way. And that's a fairly damp brush. Same results. Nice, thick, fat, slick, protective lather. So the last couple of times that I tried it, what I did was I threw so much water at this soap that I thought I would end up with a soupy, airy, fading kind of lather that wasn't worth a plug nickel. What I got was enough lather to probably do 8 passes and 2 or 3 types of touch-ups. Uh, Nice, fat, thick, slick, yogurty, protective, wonderful, just beautiful, thick lather. So much lather that, you know, frankly, I've taken to piling this lather onto my face uh, because there's so much of it. I can rinse it down the drain or I can pile it up on my face and enjoy it. So I've taken to doing that the last couple of times that I've used it, and it's wonderful. This soap absolutely loves water. I mean, it loves water. And I couldn't throw enough at it unless I just went crazy and thought, well, let's drown it completely. And you can do that with any kind of soap. But I mean, I threw more water at this soap than I had a right to expect for it to produce any kind of quality of lather, and it just kept producing nice, fat, thick lather. So the other thing about this soap, the post face feel of this soap reminds me a lot of Mitchell's wool fat. It might even be a little bit better. And I'm just saying, you guys can knock me if you want to, but even now, and I have not shaved today. I shave in the evening, and it's about 2:45 in the afternoon right now. I shaved about 10 o'clock last night, and even after all that time, my face is so nice and soft. It's just wonderful post shave feel. Also, the menthol content in this soap is, like, in my estimation, 3-4 times that of Progresso Green Seal Bigelow, which is the mentholated soap cream rather, that I'm used to using. Uh, I wasn't sure what my menthol tolerance was. I'm still not sure how much menthol I can handle, but I can tell you this. I could get addicted to heavily mentholated soaps. The best way I can describe it is, it's kind of like people that get addicted to things like hot peppers or hot sauces. They like this, their forehead popping out with sweat and their eyes bugging out and the burn and, their sinuses clearing and, the sensations that come with the heavier menthol are incredible. So I need to watch and kind of be careful because I don't want to ruin other types of soaps for me, because I really could get enamored really heavily of the mentholated soaps. I could become one of the menthol heads like you see on a lot of the forums. There are guys that they want stuff that'll freeze their face completely off, and I could easily end up being like that. That's how much I love the menthol in this soap. And there's another characteristic of that menthol that is absolutely wonderful. A couple days ago, actually yesterday, so 2 days in a row, I got a little overzealous. There's area my chin or my jawline, underneath the jawline, and like right here where my hair it grows wherever it wants to. There's no rhyme or reason for it. It just goes crazy, just all over the place. And I cannot get that place smooth. I can't do it. I figured out yesterday, that if I did some J hooking with a double edge, then I can get it almost absolutely smooth coming back up. As a matter of fact, like I said, I shaved 10 o'clock last night and it's 2:45, and if I push straight up like this, I cannot feel any whisker. If I push down, I can feel just a tiny little bit, which is strange, by the way. But if I push this side, I mean, there's a lot I can feel. So it's just, I've always had a problem with that side. that spot on both sides of my face, and uh, I got a little overzealous the last couple of shaves and got some irritation. And what I took to doing is taking what was left in the bowl, because there was still plenty left, and brushing on a thick layer of the Margaritas in the Arctic, and leave that on while I shave, excuse me, not shave, but while I clean my brush and clean my bowl and clean my razor and stuff like that, and then uh, taking it off at the very last. And what I found that it did was that it pretty much basically killed any irritation that I had. Uh, Even the next day, sweating, I never got any kind of burn or anything like that. So I have loved Margaritas in the Arctic. My 5 days with it. It's in my drawer now, and I will uh, slip it into the rotation after I get through with this 10-part series that I'm doing on the Sterling. Then I'll take a break from it, from the just doing Sterling, and just put them all in a rotation, and then I'll order some more Sterling and go another round. I want to try to get through most of his product and do some evaluations on most everything that he's got shaving soap wise. I think it's about time. I think with all the people that love this soap on the forums, we need more information about it, and I'm gonna do my best to supply that. Um, so yeah, I've had a wonderful week with Margaritas in Arctic. Next up is Ozark Mountain. That's it. That'll be in the next 2 or 3 days, as soon as I can find the time to do it. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my Mitchell's Wool Fat, or maybe even my Vanderhagen Deluxe a little bit. It's lightly scented and shouldn't interfere uh, with evaluating scents and stuff like that. The Ozark Mountain scent and all of that. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been useful for you. I'll see you around the forums and on the big shave. God bless and have a good one.